Hello guys, welcome back. We are on an inventory system video series, and in the last video we have created the tenant and the facility and the feature to attach or detach the tenant. So in this video we are going to create two resources, customer and provider. So customer are those to which we will sells the product, and provider are the one from which we purchase the products. So we will first move to the customer and provider resource, and after that we will create the category and product resource, and after that we will move towards the billing part, and after billing part we will work on the inventory tracking system, and we will create different types of widgets to show widgets charts in the dashboard page. So let's continue. So let me start by creating customer and provider model and database. Make model, let me zoom it. Okay, customer and a migration file. Similarly I need provider and a migration file. Okay, let me go to migration file, and if I now what will I need is the first thing I need is the foreign ID. Since we are using Filament tenant system, in every database or in every model we need to define the relationship to the tenant. So tenant ID. After that, the customer may have a name, the customer may have an email, but it may not have to. The customer may have a contact, I think it should be required, and similarly address, table string. Okay, let me copy address, it can also be, let's make it nullable, and after that we will create one JSON column which will be nullable too. So why data? This will store all the information except this. If we need any columns or any sort of information to store about customers in future, then we can use the data column, so rather than creating a migration file. So let me copy this and let me copy paste it to the providers. I think tenant ID, name, email, contact, address and data, which is enough for provider too. So let me run the migration file. PSP artisan migrate, done. Okay, so now what we need to do is to create a Filament resource. PSP artisan make Filament resource customer. So we have two panels. If you remember, the panel admin is the one in which will be used by the tenant, and whereas the tenant manager is the panel which will be used by us, means the admin that will handle all the tenants. So I need to create it on the admin panel. So if I refresh it, I think it will be shown here. Okay, customers is already here. So you can see the error. The model model customer does not have a relationship named tenant. Okay, so in Filament multi-tenant, what we will need is, in every relationship we need to define relationship to every model. For example, public function customers, return $this belongs, it will have many customer. Similarly for providers as many provider. Okay, so inversely we need to create on customer and that also. So let me first protected guarded equals to empty, public function tenant. What is the relationship name? It is searching for tenant, right? Okay, return dollar this belongs to tenant, sorry, TENA anti-tenant class. Similarly, let me copy and paste it to the provider. That's it. Let me refresh it. That's it. Now we have the customers table here. And okay, so after that, let me quickly create the resource for provider too. So it is needed on tenant. If I now clear it, okay, customers providers, perfect. Okay, let me go to customer resource, sorry, customer resource, navigation icon. Okay, let me just ignore that part for now. Okay, let us start by creating a form to add the customers. So forms component, let me create a section and it will have a schema. So what were the things that I need in customers? I think we don't need this tenant ID. Filament will handle it by itself, okay, from our relation. So we need name, okay, text input, or like this. Forms components, text input is just make name, okay, label we can change it to customer name. So what is the difference between these two? I have also mentioned in the last video. This will be the name of our column in the database, whereas this is the name that I want to show in the here. If I refresh it, see customer name, but the value of this will be mapped to name column in the database, and it is required. Similarly, after that I need from text input is to make email, and label is okay email, and I think I need to validate it as a email. That's it. It will automatically validate it as a email. After that, email is nullable, so I don't use the required field. Contact forms come, okay, let me just duplicate the above. Contact, and it's a required required field. Let me remove this. Okay, we have 3 fields, and the next field is address. So for address, what we will do, let duplicate this, edit areas address, and I think address is a nullable field, so let me just quickly remove required from here. And finally I have a JSON data column. So to handle this, what we will do, forms components, we will use a key value field, data label underscore extra details, right, and it will be nullable. So what will this do? It will create us a key value pair. So if you need any other details for this except these 4, name, email, contact, address, we can add on here. It will be stored in our database. So that's it. This is our form, and let me use 2 columns, COLUMNS columns 2. Now it looks quite perfect, right? Okay, customer name, email, contact, address, and extra details. Let me try to create it. Customer name, okay, first customer, email first@customer.com, contact 12345678891, address in North. Okay, let me just create it. That's it. Okay, we have a error, array to string conversion. For which part? For data. Now we need to cast it. So to do this, let me go to customer model and protected $CAST cast. data is a JSON column, right? If I will now create, that's it. Now we have one record here, but we can't see it, but we can edit the record already. So to check this record, let us create a columns in the table. So here, let me go to this tables, columns, text column is just to make name, level underscore underscore customer name, right, comma, let me duplicate this. We need name, email, contact, address. 4 fields will be shown on the front page. Okay, name, email. So let me remove name, it will be email. So phone, it will be, let me say, contact, and then address, address, address. Okay, address, address. If you check here, I have made it, this is the contact, so I need to make this contact. Okay, again, the name inside this make method will be the name that will be mapped to the database, and this is the label that we want to show on as a header name. If I refresh it, see, now I can see the contact. Now what if I want to search? So simple, we can just add is searchable, and it will help us to make it searchable, and it's not important. Okay, let us search through edit also. Now this search will can search from any. So for example, if I will search from earth, it's here earths, see, so it will now search from anything. First, it is now searching from email. So this is the functionality of search. And after that, if we need sorting, then if we need to sort in ascending descending order, now we can do this. For example, see, customer name, now I can sort in ascending or descending order. I think it will be required a name and email only, there is nothing else, I think, right? Okay, name and email, I have made the source facility. That's it for our customers table. Now I think providers table is also same, nothing will be changed because we have the same migration file and everything is same. So what I can do is I can so one idea is to create a let me first go to provider resource. Okay, I have this provider resource, right? So the first idea that I can do is to copy all these codes, simple, and paste it here. Providers, now if I go to new provider, that's it, done, right? And same on columns. Or another idea is I can extend that resource instead of copying, because everything is same. I will override this method model because I want to use this model. I don't want to override the form because it's okay with me that form. I don't want to override this navigation, I can leave it for now. And table will be also same. Now if I refresh it, that's it. Let me create a new provider. Okay, customer name, so I need to change the label here, so I can simply do name, right? Okay, provider 1 @gmail.com 123 address test, let me create it. Okay, I don't have added anything in provider table. I think I need these two, almost the model is also same, that's it. If I create it now, see, provider is, everything is ready on a single click. Neither we have to copy anything or anything else, right? If we need to customize anything else, we can override the methods. Okay, that will help us. So now after this, So if I go to new tenant, because we have not seen how is it working or not on the basis of tenant. Currently I have two tenant, my tenant and new tenant. If I go to new tenant, now if I go to customers, see I don't have any customers here, and providers, I don't have any providers. But in my tenant I have a customers, yes. I have providers, yes. This is how the filament tenancy works. Let me quickly change the icon of customers, hero icon, or what should I name it? Okay, I think these are the users. And providers are also one type of users. Okay, sorry, I mistakenly copied it. Tenant resource, provider resource, providers. Okay, customers, providers. Let me remove it. I don't like the icons. So now what I will do is, let us put these two on a same group. To do that, filament, okay, I just forget the name of the method. Let me quickly check it. Get navigation level. Okay, let us learn about the model's name also. Okay, get navigation level. What does this methods do? This will change the level of in the navigation. If I go here, currently I have so I have changed in the customer resource. Currently I have get navigation level, customers resource. Let me refresh it. It will change it to custom navigation level. See, custom navigation level, but it's not it. What should I need to use? Underscore customers, right? And if I copy, let me copy and let me go to provider resource and let me override that method, and I can use here providers. That's it. I have now customers, I have now providers. And second thing, you can navigation icon, I have removed it. We can sort it. Badge, we don't need this currently. Okay, this navigation group. Okay, settings, what we call customers and vendors. What we call them? Customers and vendors. Suppliers, vendors are same thing. Customers, entities. Okay, let me name it as I didn't know the suitable name. Okay, let me just do it entities. And if I go back here, see, now the group name is entities and I have a providers. And let me just copy this in customer resource and let me just paste this and customers. Now if I will remove this from here also, it will come in provider section. Why? Because I have extended the customer's resource, because customer resource is already in the entities section. It will automatically be in the that sections. Okay, great. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video we will create the category and the product sections, and we'll check about the billing part. I mean to say is, we will add the customers and we'll add the products, and we'll say I will create a file single resource to handle that, and we'll create a logic to save the data in their own respective